welcome to SpittinFur. My name is Roxanne Snowfall, and beside me is my wonderful mate, Svet.
Svetlana Snowfall, yes.
And Merry Christmas from the two Vics.
Yes, though it's late. It's one day late. It is technically Boxing Day, so happy Boxing Day to our Canadian friends.
Yes, happy Boxing Day.
Yes.
We actually didn't participate this year. We actually stayed home.
I mean, I can break out the boxing gloves. We can just, have at it. I did get the Oculus. We just get an Oculus. You can download something like that Wii Boxing, something.
Oh, Lord, no, we are not doing that. We're already going to have to get you a Beat Saber.
Or we can boot up Cyberpunk. I have a few boxing missions on there. I haven't even started, so.
Oh, Lord, no.
But anyway,
But
yeah.
Merry Christmas. It's been a while since we've been on.
So yes, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and also a Happy Kwanzaa. It's the first night of Kwanzaa.
And we hate that we didn't get to really talk to you guys in the last 2 weeks. We've been kind of busy. And we've had some technical issues on our end, but we got those resolved.
Yes, we did.
Yes. We actually haven't been on since right before Hanukkah.
That's right, because we were gonna come back on, and then
We had Christmas plans come up,
yes, and then we had Cyberpunk,
and then I had to work a lot.
yeah, and then I just did Cyberpunk a lot. Not a lot though, because I kept running into the glitches, but it's okay.
And then I ended up finishing up work. I literally have been, so I can tell you this, I've actually been on a computer vacation for about a week and a half now.
And Roxy's gotten tolerable to live with now.
I have actually took a vacation, which is nice, because I haven't been able to get that opportunity until now, and it's been nice. I really haven't had to do anything. Svet's been taking a lot of the slack off of me and just letting me just veg out. So,
Yes.
yay! So I actually had that was my Christmas present from Svet, was letting me get a vacation.
Yes.
Breakfast, coffee every morning, letting me sleep in. I'm like,
The works.
dang, this is good vacation for me. And during this time, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I mean a lot of thinking, because now I haven't had the strains of work. I haven't had people pinging me all day, except for my close family and friends, which that I don't mind. But actually not having to deal with work has helped me just kind of veg out. And I want to thank you, Svet, because that has been the best Christmas present I could have ever received from you.
You're welcome. I kind of just messed up. We had some music playing still, but that's okay.
Oh
I took
my
it down.
god.
I'm sure people heard a lot of it, what you said. But, yes.
With little Christmas music in the background.
Yes, it's
Perfect.
okay. It's fine. But, thank you guys, of course, for joining us.
Because it's the first year. We've been on the air back a whole year now.
Yes, we've been on the air for, now a whole year. Even though we're only on episode 34, we're sorry. That our goal was 52.
At least close to it.
At least close to it, but we missed 18 episodes. But we've come to realize it is a lot of work.
Yes.
And we want to give you guys a good show. So next year we're going to talk about it in our next show.
Yep, because it's New Year's.
Yes, we're going to do a New Year's show. We're going to do it late, though. We're going to do it so you guys, if you can bring in the New Year's with us.
Yes, and we'll be probably doing a long show. We might do some game streaming. We might do some things. Have some fun with it.
No, I just want to do it for an hour and go to bed.
Really? That's you,
I'm
Seth?
too old for this shit, okay?
You're too old for this shit? You
I
don't
mean,
want to stay up and talk about our goals and how to be productive in the coming year? And how to have a better year compared to this year?
I mean, I may game stream some Cyberpunk, but...
Or we could actually do Fortnite since we haven't done a Fortnite.
No.
Are you done with Fortnite? Fine?
I was gonna go into it because of the Mandalorian thing, and then I realized I don't give a shit enough to do it.
Well, the problem is now, from what the stupid people who have spoiled it, shame on you. I saw your little post about spoiling the Mandalorian, so now I don't even want to watch it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't care.
It has to do with Baby Yoda, and I'm not happy.
It doesn't matter for me because I'm not a big Star Wars fan to begin with. I know, shocker, but
you're a Trekkie. That counts.
I never got into the space things, which was surprising because I was huge into actual space travel because I lived in South Florida, which was a great viewing spot for rocket launches. Because especially at night, because you'd see them lit up like a Roman candle up at night. It was gorgeous, and I was really enthused about that. Because we're being in Florida, you have the space program, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, you kind of there's weird shit you learn when you live in Florida. You
Mm-hmm.
learn how to tell if it's a coral snake or a king snake, how to escape, how to outrun alligators, how to track hurricanes, and the space program. Those are the weird shit you learn in Florida as a kid.
Wow. Oh Lord, Svet. But no, we're as we've been kind of mulling over this over the last like almost week and a half as well. Like that, we want to bring more content to you guys. We want to do more for you, which Svet's been. That is good. One thing of having Svet home as much as they've been home, and plus, of course, we hate that this year's been very stressful and everything, but we've actually got to figure some stuff out. And so we're gonna be actually stuck at home even more come spring. So we have some ideas for spring
Yes, but I'm probably gonna be very unsociable
during the week.
during
You're gonna have a lot to talk about on
from.
Fridays when we ramp
I'll
up.
either have a lot to talk about or nothing to talk about because my brain's gonna be fried. But yeah, again, starting January 4th, I start my coding boot camp. We did just have our first class sound test kind of
Meet and greet.
meet and greet because they said we don't dilly dally on day
Day
one.
one.
5 minutes, we're already coding. And I'm like, okay then.
That's a little bit of a shock factor.
It is.
Quick kick into reality.
Yeah, and it was like make sure you have something on your desk that keeps you motivated. Something not like you're not your kids, but like or like something for you though. And I'm like, I have this poster of this motorcycle that I wrote. So I don't know if we call it a motorcycle. It doesn't have a motor in it. It's
No,
an
it's
electric
not.
motor.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hung this poster up for motivation, but we always keep the door to the not the closet
The
to the office open because the dog and a cat go back and forth. But
like they are right now.
and so I thought that was kind of interesting. So I may put like a little picture of something on my desk, like I don't know. It was really funny. Is my dad called me up because there's one thing that we really bond about, which is cars,
Yeah.
and he got bored and he was watching the Meacham car auction
That was
on
yesterday,
Christmas.
yeah.
And he's talking about this kit car, Shelby Cobra, well, an AC Cobra.
Mhm.
Shelby Cobra doesn't matter. By there is a kit car, so that's a replica,
Yeah.
but it has like a new Mustang motor, and it's like the one I want, and it's like it only went for 47,000. I'm like, that's not bad. I'm like screaming in my head. It's like I want this job so I can like eventually work my way up so I can afford that, like, and have a really nice midlife crisis car. I mean, I'm already a quarter way through, like I say, a quarter way.
Oh,
It's
so
like 20.
this is where Svet's been going for the last few weeks. You've been really realizing, oh shit, I'm approaching 30.
I'm almost 30. It freaks me out a little bit.
Why? 30's not terrible.
I know it's not terrible, but it's just 10 years away from 40, which is 10 years away from 50, and then so on and so forth. And
Age is but a number.
yeah, but my body constantly reminds me that I hurt.
Oh, yeah, poor Svet. That in the last 2 weeks, poor Svet has had some scares. And that's the other reason we haven't had a show is Svet has had some scares in the last 2 weeks since we haven't been on the air.
Yeah, I had a bit of a health scare. I let my imagination run a little wild.
Yeah.
And I I had a breakdown. I just had enough. I thought, first of all, I thought I was gonna die. Okay.
Yeah, you had a freaking breakdown. You had one of those breakdowns that I had recently. Might come into Jesus moment.
I'm usually one of those people. It's like, don't worry about it. It's probably not that bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You can read people's tones and it kind of freaks you out. Anyway, I got a call from a place that I was donating plasma to, and they're like, "Hey, you need to come in. We need to talk to you about something we found in your blood, and it's really important
And
that
we
you
were
come in."
actually out shopping. We were going
No.
Christmas shopping. Remember, for your dad's Christmas present.
So yeah. So anyway, and we were just wrapping that up. I think we were at the cashier.
Yeah.
And we get this call, and I'm, like, is this really serious. Like, do I have to like really come in for this? Like, yeah, we really recommend you coming in. And she, it seemed like pretty urgent.
And serious, yeah. It
And it
like
sounded
freaked us out.
serious, and it's like, okay, so I'm guessing this is health related. Like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, okay, and I like hung up the phone, and I'll come in in the morning, and I'm just like, I was starting to like
Freak out.
freak out. Like I was wobbling a little bit. I felt faint, and like when we got to the car, I usually drive. I just like kind of fell against the car. I'm like, please drive.
Yep, I remember that. You were like miserable. You had
Because
me drive.
this lady sounded like it was like a life or death situation, and I'm like, am I a good person? I was freaking out.
Oh yeah, you had a coming to Jesus moment that night.
I fucking ugly cried for like 10,
Oh yeah, it was
10
a good.
minutes easy.
But you know what? That sometimes we have
But
to have
anyway,
that reality check.
It was, this year has been a testament to
Our sanity.
our sanity, and to a lot of other people. So, I think it was just this year, and I'm like, if basically, because when I thought about it, I'm like, if any year's gonna fuck me, it's gonna be this one.
Oh yeah.
And it was just, luckily, all right, next day, it was something that we already kind of knew about, but we just hadn't understood why. It's some abnormality that my blood has developed antibodies for a certain disease, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
I've been tested for it. I even gotten recently tested for that. That plus many others.
Yep. To make sure.
So I'm clean, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and kind of like my dad. My dad has a antibodies for a particular disease.
Here's for scarlet fever. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, because we haven't seen any of that in a long time, and it's very treatable. But like, it's just kind of that shock factor of like, holy crap.
So it was so annoying because like it still bothered me because I've known about it for a little bit because the Red Cross has notified me about stupid shit like that.
Yeah, that was like
before.
earlier in the year.
And so they didn't really explain it to me. They just told me that there was a false positive or something. And that really doesn't tell me anything. It just means like there's something in my blood that's doing it. And the plasma center explained what was going on. But
that helped. And then you went to the doctor.
I know this is boring, but
it was a reality check.
It was a reality check, and it really made me want to do this new career, the coding thing, a lot more, because I want to accomplish something in the time that is scheduled.
Yeah.
Because it took me 10 years to finally get my associates, starting 10 years ago when I got out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, I take my time on things.
So you're really like, you're jump starting now.
Yes, I'm trying to like hurry the fuck up.
Well, and that's a good thing, because I mean, that's kind of where I was before we got started with the show. I haven't sat down and really took time for my personal projects, and because of work, and this year has not made it easy for me either. So what I normally, it takes me forever to sit down and write something now, because I feel like I've got so many other things I'm usually doing. So for once, I actually got to sit down and write a blog post, which I love writing and just talking, because that's just a way for me to be happy and sociable. And this year has been kind of hard with not really seeing people and being sociable. So writing has helped, and so I've started coming back to that. And I actually wrote a blog post today about just wanting to get back into writing, working on my personal projects. And that's the great thing about Fridays for actually both of us. Like, you get done with your class days at 6 for your new class, and then I actually have the entire day off, so I get to hang out with people or do stuff online and work on my personal stuff.
Well, now you can hang out with people, even with the COVID thing, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, this year's really brought my social level down. And
unfortunately, I would love to tell you guys that 2021 makes it all go away. It doesn't.
No, it's not going to.
But we have to get through this and this, that, and the other. But I was lucky enough to receive an Oculus Quest 2 for Christmas. So,
yep.
And I found out that, so I was bringing it to like VR chat here.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get into that. We did find there's rooms on there that are specifically for VR for the Oculus. But VR chat you can access through even your computer without a VR headset. So even when I'm coding, you could use that headset. And you can talk to your friends and hang out with people. So
Sammy, hang
yes,
out with
our
me.
old friend Sammy.
Sammy, I need somebody to hang out with on Fridays. There you go.
So, but anyway, there's technology that we can use to connect.
Yeah, and plus, since we're gonna be home more, we did some things, because since Svet hasn't been able to work this year, I've been doing a lot. So Svet did some things for me for Christmas. One of them being my vacation and not letting me do anything really.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been doing some small projects here in the house, and since we're both going to be really stuck at home the first half of this year, and it actually looks like most of my summer, so actually, yay, I get 6 months at home.
Aww. 2020 version 2 for you.
As far as I know right now. So I'm going to be stuck at home for a while. But we created our own little coffee area, because since
A little coffee bar.
we have our own little coffee bar now, so because Svet has actually really started to get, now that they've been home, they've been really honing in on their coffee.
It's being broke has led to disparity for the need of caffeine, and the only way I can get my caffeine, which is not through energy drinks because I'm broke, is through coffee, aka dirty bean water.
AKA dirty bean water that you like now.
So
And that you like really well.
So I had to find a mocha pot to make this shit bearable and worth my while, because coffee. I love coffee. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love the taste of coffee.
You inherited that from your New York parents.
No, I just like coffee. Okay. However, I prefer energy drinks way more because they actually fucking work. Because I have ADD or ADHD or something. It has an A and two D's in it. It may have an extra letter. I'm not really sure anymore.
Well, there you go, guys. There proves the point.
So it takes a lot for something to actually
Kickstart you.
A lot of caffeine for actually work. Like I'll drink a coffee before I go to bed and fall asleep.
Yeah, you have, but that's
like
if
from
it's
a Keurig,
hot.
but it's a Keurig. It's low caffeine. However, I've been doing everything with an espresso pot, so it works.
Oh, you love it. And now that we're starting to get creative.
Yeah, so it has made me
appreciate it.
Appreciate coffee a little bit more.
And you enjoy it.
Yes, and I will drink it casually through the K-cup.
And that's been a really good thing for us, like, since I've been on vacation, we've actually been kind of socializing more. Like, with coffee. Like, we have our little, we both make coffee in the morning. You make coffee for both of us, and we actually get to sit and talk for once.
It's our little us time before we all fuck off and do our own thing.
Yeah, but...
Before I fuck off and do my own thing, and Roxy's waiting for me to do something with her.
Yeah, they felt bad today.
You need to...
vocalize.
No, you need more hobbies without me.
Well, and that's what I said, that's where I'm going to jump back into my projects. Like, my goal this year, I said it last year on the first show. I remember it. The first show I said it, I was going to work on my novel in 2020. I've barely touched it, and I feel very bad and guilty. So now
the novel you're working on, huh?
Yeah, that's what happens when you have 3 jobs and you pull 12 classes in one semester. Then you can talk.
No, that was absolute hell, and I hope you don't have to do that again.
No, actually, looking at this coming spring, I'm not going to have that heavy of a load, which will be nice, and this summer is actually supposed to be a little bit more flexible. So I'm actually excited for 2021 as an educator, and I get to be at home more, and I like that I'm going to be jumping back into things, because I have a whole day off. Fridays are going to be off. I'll have Fridays off from now until literally fall of next year. I'm so excited.
I'm going to be so busy.
You are. Well, from now until, January 4th till...
January. I'm free from now until January 3rd. And then my ass is in bed, by like 10, 11. And my ass is getting up right for coding school.
Well, and that's the thing. That is 2 days before our anniversary, so you only have really 2 days of class. Well, 3 days of class, and then you go into a weekend.
Really?
Yes, I looked at it because our anniversary's on a Friday this year.
I know, but why wouldn't they start on a Monday?
Good question.
I just want to see. Really?
Yeah, I looked at it because I was like, when's our anniversary this year?
Wait a minute. I am being deceived.
No, you're not.
No, Monday is
Oh,
the
it's the
4th.
4th. Oh, I'm sorry.
Which is also Envy's birthday.
Yay, Envy!
So, Envy, if you're listening, happy birthday.
Happy
and,
early birthday.
I am so sorry my ass is going to be busy on your birthday. So.
Oh, can I share what happened yesterday on Christmas Eve? Or Christmas Day? With your new best friend.
My new oh my god.
Yes. Sved has officially become an aunt. You have become...
Auntie Sved.
Auntie, yes, you've become Auntie Sved.
Auntie Sved.
My sister came over, because of course, yeah, we've all been very much staying apart from each other. Really, we've only seen each other a couple times this year. And our little niece, is actually, her birthday is actually on New Year's Eve, so we'll have to wish her happy birthday on New Year's Eve. But she came, they brought her over so we could give her her Christmas present and their Christmas present. And since it's 2020, we were chilling and wearing our PJs, and she was so attached to you. So attached to you. When you left the room...
look, in that room, the cat... It's me and then the cat who hate children the most. Like, I dislike dealing with children. I don't want to deal with other people's children. And the cat seems to agree because the cat was not having it yesterday. However, the kid's growing on me, and
you're grinning from ear to ear.
She's too damn cute. Okay, she's too damn cute for her own good.
You do realize she's gonna be 2.
Yeah, and
in
she's starting
5
to
days.
act like that. But
in 5 days,
she was being friendly and well behaved, and I was just like, all right, you're cool. It's like, you just stay that way. And like, I even fed her gummy bears. Like, I snuck her gummy bears when I was in the kitchen because I'd walk to the kitchen
and she'd follow you,
and then she'd just follow behind me, and I'm like, I'm trying to eat my own damn gummy bears in peace, and she'll look at me and I'm like, all right, here, have one. I'll give her a blue one. I don't like the blue ones. And it's like, here, have the blue one. It's like, don't tell anyone. And
she's too young to tell.
I know, she can't talk yet. Yes, she can talk a little bit, but not real words.
No, but she's getting good. Like, she actually was running around with the TV remote, and then you showed her the Xbox controller, and she called it the same thing.
I didn't mean it to show her the Xbox controller. She was playing with a remote that did not have batteries and it was not connected to anything.
Yeah.
So I was using the trick I used to play on my younger sister, where we'd play a video game she'd play a video game with a controller that's not hooked in. Yeah. And I would do her movement. I would just play it. Well, I would try, but I would correct the way to go. Like, usually it was a racing game. So I was doing the same thing to her, and like, seeing which way she was going. She was smart enough to pick what she wanted to watch. She's not, but she likes to press the buttons. But she does realize she wants something on the screen. She understands that it controls the screen.
Yeah, she knows that. She
is a smart kid, not gonna lie, and it freaks me out, like how kids are learning this really fast. Because I barely knew how to scratch my own ass at the age of 2. I'm sure. Okay.
But she got so mad.
But she put 2 and 2 together that she's not controlling the screen, that I was controlling the screen, the Xbox controller.
Yep, and then she grabbed the Xbox controller.
Yep, she was mad as hell too.
But then you ran off her, like, you had to come upstairs real quick. I think you had to get something actually here from the office. And she started screaming. She was mad. She was mad because her bestie had gone out of the room.
When I left, I felt so bad.
That is your new best friend. Because every time she comes over, like the last time she came over, she was hanging out with you on the patio.
I guess.
Yep, you're officially auntie. Which it's great because she's growing up so quickly, and it was nice to actually get to see them for Christmas this year because we didn't get to see them last year. We didn't get to see them until actually her birthday party, right after the first of the year. So it's actually nice to actually start seeing people slowly but surely, of course, because we got to see your parents very early on Christmas morning, which that was a fun experience.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I had to get up. Oh, goodness.
Pooter's okay. He didn't do anything.
He scratched my chair. My pretty blue chair. It does not come out. So anyway.
It's bad. But no, we met your poor car.
Yeah,
Christmas
so
morning.
my Christmas started and ended with me being pissed off at my car.
God bless you, sweetie.
So I get up and I turn the car on. Well, I don't turn the car on. I flip the key and it doesn't start. It has no juice.
Oh, God bless you.
My new dash cam that my mother gotten for me because she was so worried that it was an early Christmas gift.
Yeah.
So, but she was so worried that because we had the break-ins recently, and it seems to have drained my battery. So, I spent like 20 minutes in the freezing cold trying to use jumper cables, and I actually crossed the wires, and it was like I saw nuts turn red, and it wasn't mine. So, but no, like it was bad, and I was like getting frustrated, and I just couldn't get the thing started. So we took your car.
Yep.
And then the end of my Christmas evening was me freezing my ass off.
Again.
Trying to start the car. I got this car started, but before that, because Mustangs are stupid and have half doors, they have this little thing where the window sucks down. But so when you open the door and you can close it, and it pushes back up when you close it. Well, when you don't have any power, it doesn't work. So the window is too far up, and I closed the door, and it flexed the door and cracked my mirror off.
Oh no.
So I have a dangling mirror, and now a new set of epoxy to go glue it back on.
Yeah, but we did have fun last night. We ate good yesterday. We ate very good. Good Lord, starting at your parents'. Finally, once we got there.
Pancake breakfast.
Pancake breakfast with coffee, and which we did get to FaceTime, or we got to Skype or video call your sister, because she sadly has been stuck at home.
Yes. She did, even though she did receive a negative COVID test, she did have a fever a couple days prior, so she decided not to come down and risk infecting us.
Which is nice.
Yes.
So hopefully we get to see her soon.
Mm-hmm.
But then right after that, we went to my parents and had big breakfast.
Yep. The breakfast I long for every year.
Yes, and we got it this year.
Yes, with homemade biscuits. I've been promised homemade biscuits for
5 years.
6 years.
Oh shit, I am so sorry, sweetie.
And the 6th year was the year. It was like a My Cousin Vinny moment. It's like, no, for me, 6 times is a charm.
Yeah.
Okay? Your mother has promised me that she can make these homemade biscuits, and she has finally
come through,
and damn it, was it worth the wait. They were good biscuits.
And she sent us home with them.
And then she made red-eye gravy, which I had never had. And red-eye gravy is weird, which it helps because I now have a coffee fascination.
Yeah.
So it has coffee in it. I don't know what the hell else it's made of. A little bit of grease, like bacon grease or ham grease.
Yeah, you can do it with bacon. Actually, that's the other way to do it, is with bacon grease.
Yeah, I can make it like that. I'll make that myself. That shit's good.
Because it's the same thing, almost. But the reason they say use ham is because, especially if you were going camping and stuff, it's an easy, quick mix to make. Because if you don't have bacon on hand.
Right. Well, it was really good. So.
Which we have extra. Mom sent us home with the rest.
There wasn't much left. But
well,
yes,
she didn't know if you were gonna like it.
Well, anyway, it was neat, and I'll definitely make it myself.
Yay!
Speaking of things, I saw something on Facebook that was something I must have, but it's like just under $200.
Oh Lord!
But it's a skillet thing that goes over your whole entire oven top, range top, and it makes it into like a hibachi grill, or a Waffle House griddle.
Yeah.
I mean, I want it so bad, and it has like the spatulas and the spray bottles, and it's. I was hungry looking at it, but I'm like, I can cook.
Okay, so it may be for Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna make you dinner with it too.
Oh, I'll help you make dinner because I love making hibachi either in a wok or on a griddle.
No, we're not. No. We will. I will promise you I will cook you the meal if you get it for me on it.
Okay. Deal. See, these little things. We've been doing little. Svet's been really doing small things for me. Really this Christmas because you've had a lot. We've both had a lot of stuff on our plate this year, and we both have needed a mental break. And I think finally we've gotten our mental break.
Yes, well, you've been supporting me with the new career choice, which did not start the time that we wanted it to, but so it's my way of thanking you.
Because I have now my reading nook that I can use while Svet's working during the day, and I can actually take my laptop in there and do some work, which is nice. So I don't have to be confined to my actual big desk. And then now we have the coffee space downstairs that I can actually go and work at too. So we've really kind of made our house a little bit more tolerable for the coming work year.
We've made it bigger by making it smaller because I don't know how you cram so much crap in this house.
Hey, be nice.
But it's not like it's messy. It's not bad. It's like there's a place for everything. But we're losing. Space is getting small.
Yeah.
But it's making it more usable.
But yeah, it really has.
Or we're rearranging areas and making new space.
Well, I mean, we had to bring we had to bring the plants in for the winter, so
I'm killing them all.
You actually are. They're dying. You've neglected your babies.
They're not allowed. I'm not allowed to grow plants indoors. It just does not work out. Well, it's because I needed my lamp because they're not getting enough light.
You know what? I will look into that.
No, we're just gonna at least die and we learn for this year.
No, we'll fix it.
So anyway.
Poor Svet. And you even got my parents got you a new planting kit for this year. You got a new planter kit.
Little do they know, I already have a lot of them for other gardening. Now, there is one indoor grow I'm doing very well at.
Yes, but we cannot speak of it.
No, we're not speaking of it. For experimental purposes.
Yes, this is for an experiment.
It's for scientific reasons, but anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, this year it's been, I'll admit, this Christmas has not been the traditional one.
I agree.
But we've had a fun one. We've had a fun Christmas. And even today we got to chill. For Boxing Day. This was Christmas part 2 for us. Well, actually, we've had a lot of Christmas. We had 4 Christmases this year.
We've had a week of Christmas, let me tell you.
We have, because we got to see the boys for Christmas.
And that's the way people should celebrate it. Should have celebrated this year.
In the safeness.
Because you spread it out, and instead of having these big parties, you should go and make time. And I think it's a good. I think even next year it's a good idea because you're not. I like the less people, and then you get to be more intimate with those people. Because we were able to go and just hang out with our boys.
Yep,
and then our girls.
Yeah.
And then the families, and then
ourselves,
and it's nice. So I think
it was a more focused, more personal Christmas this year.
And I think it'd be a great idea because Roxy and I were talking is that for Christmas we were thinking about traveling every Christmas.
And that's actually what my cousins do.
And that's where I got that's kind of where I got the idea. And when we have children, we're going to travel with them too, because we want to make memories instead of giving them items that they're just going to throw away in a couple of years, or less.
Yeah.
Because our toys we used to play for years. Now I see a different toy in a kid's hand all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
So things are changing. Even the little ones, like your sister, it's always a little different.
Slightly.
Although she's growing up.
Yeah, she's really becoming her own personality, and I'm really seeing she's still playing with some of the things, and she's really interacting, and that's why I was so excited to do what we did for them this year.
But you see it in the market that there's always new toys. So toys are replaceable, and games and whatnot. But I think my mother always was big on memories instead of physical things.
And that's kind of why, that was the other reason, because you've been that's why I really like our idea of doing the coffee bar, because that's something me and you have bonded over recently.
Yeah.
Because I already love coffee. That's how we actually reconnected, was over coffee.
Yes.
So
it holds a very special place in our relationship.
Yeah, so being able to now have this at home, and have that personal time, just us having coffee in the morning, that really has helped. And I like that. That's just something so simple that nothing can be replaced. And that's a really cool experience because we get to enjoy that for the whole year.
Yes, and we built it together. So
Yes.
every time we look at it, we're like, oh, we built it together.
Yep, and we put everything where it goes. It's arranged the way we wanted it, so it's very personal. It's more like about us, like bonding. And that's something that's all I could have asked for Christmas. And that was something I, like you said, with the personal ones, like spending time with your parents. We stayed there for a good couple hours. In the morning, like I got to hang out with your mom for a little bit. You got to hang out with your dad, and then we did that at my parents as well.
Yeah. So, I just realized something. We've
What?
been off the air for so long that you haven't told people about this deal of a lifetime that we found. Oh, you don't remember? Oh wow! I have to remind you. This is the first. Wow, because I'm usually the one that's shitty at memory. So we went to our.
I've been on vacation.
As soon as I tell her where we went, she's gonna go, oh. So anyway, so we went to our favorite secondhand store, Ed McKay's. It was called McKay's.
God.
See, she can do it.
Fuck you.
So which for some reason I always have good luck there. We found the microphone that we're currently using right now. We have found a sound bar, and then later found the matching subwoofer for said sound bar. We have found would have been my third computer monitor. I always have good luck here. So.
And this is my brother's favorite place to go to.
And also, I could have bought another one of these microphones.
There.
It was a little older and it was a little more expensive, but it was just good quality. But I decided to pass up on that. But every time I go, there's always something that I really want in there, or something that somebody else would like.
Support your local businesses.
Yes. So. I go up there and for some reason they have put instruments up at the front, which is very odd. I never see instruments in there, and I see this flute, and Roxy has been looking for a certain type of flute, which is an open hole B-foot joint flute.
Wow, you got it
I
right.
remember it.
Wow,
So,
spot on.
that's love.
That is love
anyway,
right there.
And
That is love right there,
I'm
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm looking over the thing. I'm like, well, it has the B-foot. I didn't quite remember the open hole part, but I figured I got a good shot. And second of all, it said Yamaha on it, and I'm like, all right.
I know that name.
And the price tag on it said $600. Well, I'm like, well, usually I get killer deals at McKay's. I'm gonna plug them because I love them.
Yep, and this is like.
But anyway, so I got on the phone because Roxy had went into the books because they specialize in books and toys and collectibles and all this other good shit, but mostly books.
I love this place. This is like my.
This is a secondhand library. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, I love this place.
So anyway, I called Roxy up immediately. I said, I'm pretty sure I found your flute.
I immediately just hung up.
So, I explained to her it had the third piece on it, the B-foot joint.
And that was it.
And she's like, I'll be right there. And she kind of gasped at the price tag, but I looked up the model number, and the flute retails for $2,000. Brand new. And I'm like, we gonna get it. We have to get this. But we didn't at that time.
Because I was very conflicted.
Because I don't trust my dumbass to just look up, Yamaha flute and then the model number. I need someone to make sure that this is a good deal. And plus, there's a music shop that's nearby that we like to support.
Yep, they're a local business
so
too.
We figured we'd give them a shot.
And they know us.
So we drove over there, which was like 5 minutes up the road. We told them what we were looking for, and then we told them what we found, and then they told us, "What you doing standing here? Go back and get it. If this is what you're saying it is, it's a deal." So we went back there, picked it up.
I'm crying.
Brought it back to the place that we brought it to.
I was hugging this thing in my arms, like I was cradling it.
This is mine. This is my precious.
This was literally Roxy turning into Gollum. My precious, my precious. I became full on Gollum. Because this is an instrument that literally I've been looking for since high school. So 10 years looking for this particular instrument and finding a good one is hard. Because music is huge in my family. That's my dad, my brother, my mom, like all four of us play an instrument. And flute has always been something I connected with, but I've always wanted to up my game. Hence why I have a cello that I'm actually going to start working with because my mom now has a cello. Yay, so I get to get back into my music projects. But I was like, oh my God.
So,
and I called my dad and was like, Dad, we found it.
So even in fun fact on this one is that not only did we get a flute, we got the flute with its case in a very good condition, very good condition. We got it with a music stand, which
is an additional. That's an accessory that's sold, not with it.
And it looked like just this little plastic tube, and I'm glad they can't. It was just in a pawn shop because they would have done change the price on your ass immediately. But they, you just like the guy's like, what is this? And Roxy's over there, is like, disassembles this thing like a little like. It kind of reminded me of that like robot from Big Hero 6, just like kind of unravels itself and just does its little thing.
Yeah.
And it was like a little music stand, and which that is $50, like a $50 music stand, right? It's a little piece of plastic.
Yeah, it holds your instrument up, and it's usually you see that with like orchestras or wind ensembles a lot, and sadly that's because I've got like a lot of years of band in me. So yeah, I've got 12 years of music in me. So there you go. But I mean. We took it in because they told us, come back, we'll evaluate it, see if it needs any repairs, and then we can price you out for if it needs any repairs. Because I hadn't even gotten to, I did the thorough check that me and my dad always do when we look at instruments. But I wanted somebody else to double check because maybe I might have missed something.
But yes, we did bring it to the music shop.
Yep, we brought it back.
Sure enough, as it sat, it was a $2,000.
Yeah, the owner, one of the guys, it's the son of the couple that run the shop, literally looked at me. He said, "Sweetie, you got the deal of a lifetime."
I know a deal when I see one, and my inner heritage was just screaming at me, "You have to get it."
Yes.
So we were able to conjure up the funds for this.
Yes. And it was a group effort.
It was a group effort.
And it was totally worth it because Svet hasn't heard me really play in a while.
You seemed always disheartened because every time you play, I know you can't reach those ranges, and you always seem like to put yourself down because like if I had the right flute, I could do it. So
this has upped it.
I'm kind of making you put your money where your mouth is.
And you've heard me.
Yes, and it's been more pleasant. Honestly.
Yeah, because I can actually do what I'm good at.
And it makes you smile. So you may see Roxy
playing.
Fluting away on some videos.
Yes, and I'll also be doing cello because part of my mom's Christmas present was my dad got her a cello. And she can now play again. And I got her the book, and we're going to work on that together. So that's a team effort there, too. Because now that's gotten my dad... His Christmas was, of course, very musical family, you can tell. Goes from flute, cello, what? My dad is also a musician, so he's getting back into playing his trumpet since he's been out of work, sadly, for a while. So now he's getting back into his hobbies. And that's something, like I said, I'm going into this new year. I know we're already talking about what we're going to do in the new year. I'm really going to be working on my music and actually getting back into that because that's so much fun for me, and it, like you said, it really makes me happy.
Yes.
Because I love playing, and even the pianist I played with for years, when I told her that now I can actually get back into playing, we're already talking about getting back together and playing like we used to. And even though that might mean I have to face my ex, I don't care.
Fuck him. Well, actually, don't do that. That's what got you into trouble in the first place.
But you know what? That's the thing. Like, me playing, I don't care, really. I mean, it's been 8 years. We're coming up on 8... No, excuse me. We're coming up on 7 years, but I've known you longer. We're coming up on 7 years. Think about it. 2014...
We're coming up on...
7 years.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
7 years.
I'm still thinking
like
2020,
older.
so, like, it's that thing, like, where like in 2000 it was great because everything was like, oh, the 80s 20 years, 70s 30 years, really
Yeah.
easy. Once I got to the 2010s, that fucked with me, and now the 2020s really is screwed. Like the 80s, like, oh my god, it's 40 fucking years ago. And it's like not that I was born then, but it's like when we're very old school. We talk about like a lot of like retro, vintage,
Yeah, that's us.
however you want to call it, and we're like, wow, that's a long time ago. And it's like, or it'll just like mesh like, oh, that's like 30 years ago, right? Like, no, that was like 50 years ago, like the 70s, you know. So it's funny.
We were seriously born in the wrong era.
um, no,
Me and you were.
no, we were born in the era we were just assigned to.
I
So
know,
anyway,
but we do wish we could have lived in a different
Yes,
decade, like the 80s.
you know, speaking of living in different times, we just got done watching Soul.
We watched
Disney
Soul.
Plus.
That's the one thing since we've been off the air too. We've been watching a lot of good movies. We actually went through the entire first two Karate Kids.
You know, I had to go to McKay's for both. Okay, and once we finished watching Karate Kid 2, I turn on the TV upstairs in the bedroom like the next day, and it's like, watch Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and I'm like, fuck you. And I dropped my keyboard.
Poor Svet. But we got you into Karate Kid, which is awesome
I
because
mainly got into Karate Kid just to watch Cobra Kai, so I have something to talk about.
well, and
with
guess
my
what?
mother.
That starts on January 1st, the third
fuck's
season.
sake.
So now we can binge it.
Now I have to binge.
We're not gonna binge.
I'm gonna binge it on my VR headset. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
screw
watch.
you.
Please do, coward.
But no, we've got you through that. We watched all the Bill and Ted's,
No, we haven't.
except
No,
for the third one. We
I'm
hadn't done.
mad. I was expecting someone to get me that for Christmas. I wanted Bill and Ted's like triple threat one, like the 1, 2, and the
New one.
the new one. I told people like, yeah, I've been really wanting to see Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted. Nobody fucking got it for me, and I'm like, are you shitting me?
Well, we can watch
I
it.
just remembered that.
Well, don't worry.
But see, this is why. All right, so this is why I have my project in mind. Like when I'm doing my coding school,
What?
I need a fucking gift registry, okay? So people know how to shop for me. Like I needed weird shit this Christmas, okay? Like I wanted Bill and Ted, and I wanted a metal spatula with no holes in it, and I want. Look, I had weird shit on my list. I need a gift registry because I'm a bitch to shop for.
Wow, Svet. Be nice.
I'm a bitch
It's
to
only
shop
the day
for.
after Christmas. Be nice. You're already
still
talking
want
about.
Bill and Ted. Where is it? I'm ordering it now.
Sweetie, that might be for Valentine's Day or
No,
earlier.
I've waited too long. But anyway, and you know what started all this? Fucking Cyberpunk.
But I mean, no, come on. Cyberpunk was actually you've been having fun with Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna start playing
No,
that
you
here
know
soon.
why? But no, the reason why Cyberpunk started is because Keanu Reeves, and I'm like, oh my god, he's in there, and then I'm like, I always thought he was a crappy actor, honestly. However, that's because I based my judgment on what my parents thought of him, and then I really thought about it, and I'm like, he's not that great, but he's a really awesome guy, and more and more I looked into it. You know, the more I really interested, and it's like, oh, you know what? I'd like to watch Bill and Ted. Again, terrible actor, still funny to fucking watch though.
And I think that's the point of it. It's funny. It just and for me, actually, last night was the first time. Last night and then this morning, I got to watch. I've never sat down and watched National Lampoon Christmas Vacation all the way through.
How dare you?
Well, and it was because whenever it came on, it was always in passing, or really, I didn't get really a chance to sit down and watch it. And so finally, I got to sit and watch it all the way through, and it's actually a really good movie. I'm not a huge National Lampoon. I'm not really into that much of much comedy. But if I like something, I like it. So this was fun because I like Chevy Chase, and it's a different. It was a different Christmas movie because it was one I hadn't seen.
Right.
And that was nice.
And the fact that I just now learned that you've never seen it is like, no,
All the
we're
way
watching
through.
it. We're watching it now.
Oh yeah, and then I actually got to enjoy. Last year I didn't get to really do the classic Christmas stuff, like watch my classics on my own, like enjoy Christmas at home, and that was fun this year. Which thank you for letting me do, and thank you for watching the Christmas classics with me.
I just was not in the Christmas spirit.
You were yesterday.
I was, but let me tell you,
And Christmas Eve.
I want to be in. See, look, my life has been just kind of meh. Like not saying so, but like lately, things have been meh.
Yeah.
So I just didn't like. I just
AKA why you look so meh.
I was just like done with the year, and I'm like, I just one more step to get out of this. And see, my year doesn't start till like my birthday because that's when I'll get out of the coding school, and hopefully things will.
Well, technically, no, you're like.
Hopefully, I'm gonna make 2021 my year. I know it sounds cliche, but
this year I think it really is because we had some stuff hit this year that was kind of.
But my goal is to fucking deck the damn halls next Christmas, 2021, because I'm gonna Christmas the fuck out of this, and hopefully it'll be virus free, and we can just rub our hands on everybody's faces and just go, oh my god, I miss touching people. Okay.
You miss that interaction.
No, I don't. I don't like anybody fucking touching me, but I just want to be that weird person, like, I'm fucking touching you now. We can touch each other, and then just like, all right, go away from me now.
You know you're gonna do that to our friends. And they're just going to get the biggest kick out of it because we're all going to be like that.
It's like, look, I'm touching you.
Well, I mean, there's some people we actually physically haven't seen in a year because of all this.
Oh, yes, like our friends, Scott and Eddie.
Yeah, we haven't seen them. Ruth sadly wasn't able to come in this year.
No, because of the vid.
So, this year, it's been... Social interactions have been hard for us. It's really taken a toll on us because even though you say you're very much an introvert person, Svet, you actually are an extrovert. You like interacting.
I'm an extrovert that pretends to be an introvert. Let me tell you.
You like interacting with certain people.
Like, I have it's so me dealing with people. I have like a certain charge, like a battery level.
Yeah.
And
once that battery
depending
level's
on
gone,
how the social event that is going on is, it may drain or to sip on that battery. And once it's over, I have to leave and recharge. So I like doing stuff at my house, but like if I was single, I could never host parties. Go like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go right back upstairs for like 2 minutes and be gone for an hour. Like, all right, yeah,
like today.
Yeah, did that. So like I have a tolerance between like of just even Roxy, like, and that's a long span. But I need my alone time.
Well, and I think that's really because I've been busy, and you were, at the time I was busy, you got some alone time, and then now that I haven't been busy, you haven't gotten any alone time. Think about it.
Anyway.
Think about it. Makes sense. We swapped.
That is very true. It was also, I also did find funny. Going back to Christmas. So, when your quote-unquote sister was here, we're just going to call her your sister.
It is my
Anyway,
sister.
She's your sister. She's been around for very long.
Over 20 years.
So anyway.
22 years she's put up with me.
So.
That's the majority of our life.
Being a closeted furry. And I guess being a furry
God,
anyway.
This is so hard.
But the thing is that, like, I'm the fox person.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, everybody gets me foxes for Christmas.
Yep.
So, we found a fox at Target.
Yes, we did.
And, like, a couple days ago. And, lo and behold, I open a bag, it's for me, and the top is a fox at the same one. I said, oh, look, I got twins!
And Andrea literally went,
and
fuck.
She walked in the door and looked up and went, fuck. And
that look on her face was hilarious.
It was great. And the funny thing was, they got us an Echo Dot, and we were talking about getting them an Echo Dot. And I'm like, man, that would have been fucking embarrassing, wouldn't it?
But no, what was crazy is going back to our niece. She loves stuffed animals, and she loves all stuffed animals, and we have a lot of fox.
She loves our house because we have foxes coming out of our ass, okay?
All in the living room.
All plushies, okay?
All near her reach level.
Of course. We're kid-friendly to we're the most unkid-friendly, kid-friendly place here because we have the plushies, but we also have, like, breakables also in range of kids.
Yeah, but she's not figured that out.
She was holding one of your old grandma's plates by her little 2-year-old fingies, just two of them.
Oh, fuck.
And I had to grab it before she dropped it.
Aww.
I was like, oh my god, we are so not prepared for kids.
Well, we're getting there. And that's something we've talked about, too, going
We don't
into
need to be prepared for kids. We have cat and dog.
Well, right now we have cat and dog, which dog is lazy and cat is being an ass.
Both cat and dog were misbehaving earlier in the show. I had to kick them out.
Oh, yeah, but they're having fun. They've been enjoying Christmas, too, because they've got to see a lot of people that...
They don't see all the time.
Yeah, which is nice, because they get a little bit of a break from us.
And, you know, it's so funny is that when my dad is here, that is my dog's favorite person.
Besides us.
Because, and this is my theory, is because my parents, when we were living there,
yeah,
he would get to sneak out almost every freaking day, and run amongst like 11 acres of land.
Well, and plus at that time we were both working, and your dad was home a lot, and he got to hang out with your dad like 24/7.
Either way, it didn't matter, because anytime I take the dog over there when I'm visiting, he will try to sneak out, and I'm like, no, this is because you're here. Don't mean old house rules exist.
Oh Lord.
So he would have traded me for that run the other day, because he was like cuddled.
Oh yeah, it was Christmas Eve.
He's like, please take me home. Please I want to run. I want to chase the geese. And he loved chasing the geese in that lake. Okay?
I know. Covered in mud coming back to the house.
He's a filthy animal. He is such a clean dog.
Today, immediately.
Even when he gets dirty.
Like today, he got his paws muddy, and immediately as he came in the door, he cleaned them. I was like, dang, he is a finicky pup.
He is a clean freak.
Yes, we're talking about you, sweetie.
I'm glad, because he is mostly white.
Yes.
Well, he's cream. He's weird.
Yeah, he's weird. But
he's platinum pup.
But he's had a lot of love, and that's the good thing about, like we said, with Christmas, and we're a furry happy house. We love our furry.
Friendly.
We're fur friendly. We love our furry babies. Alistair got loved on by our good friends, and then also Poppy got love. So all the love around this year for Christmas.
And the cat got his ass whooped by the kid.
Oh yeah.
By the toddler.
By our niece.
Yes. That's what you call them.
Yes, it's a niece. She's my niece.
I wouldn't have, like, if you asked me, like, what is she to you? I don't know.
My niece.
I didn't know.
This is 22 years of friendship in the making, sweetie. We've been going a while.
I know, but I don't, see, I wouldn't know, like, I'm not family oriented at all. Like, you know my family.
Yeah, you're starting to get more family oriented, and this Christmas I've really seen that.
I would say it's a northern thing, but then, like, you know, the Italians are always, like, you know, family oriented. You know, it's also, it's my family just doesn't like family. My mother was disowned by her parents, and my dad's parents passed away a year before I was born. A year and 3 years before I was born. So that is it. No family. And my dad's kind of like if I haven't seen you in 10 years, you're dead to me kind of person. So, like, even friendships he had, like, when he was a kid, he will not talk to his childhood friend, because who gives a damn?
Wow.
Now, I'm somewhat the same way, because a lot of my childhood friends have moved on and said, fuck off.
Yeah.
So, I get it. And so, it's
different. You're not used to it.
It's different, yeah.
And that's okay. But you like this because you get to hang out with my brother-in-law.
I was actually getting... Well, never mind. I was thinking of someone else. But I was actually getting along with your brother.
Yeah, that's a first, really. And you guys went to high school and middle school together.
And I couldn't stand his ass. He was, like, if you, like every, like, you know, the first day of high school, and you'd go sit in your class, and see people walking in, and it's like, it's all good unless Timmy shows up, and you see Timmy, go, motherfucker!
Be nice. You love my brother.
Oh my god, it's like you knew it was gonna be a shitty class if he it's all because, you know, he has special needs, and I understand it now as an asshole in high school. Okay, I'm an asshole now, but I'm a lovable asshole. But anyway, classes took.
I know, forever.
We would be weeks behind if he was in the class, so it was just more so unfair for us that we got us held back because of him. And everybody resented him for that. Even I did. So, uh, I figured it'd be a time to start, maybe turning the other cheek and just like turning a new leaf.
Well, you're married in, so you're kind of stuck with him.
I'm stuck with him, so I'm like, I better be nice. So.
But I mean, you and Timmy actually were bonding yesterday. It was nice to see that.
I was also pretty lit. I was lit like a Christmas tree. Okay, just to get by.
Yeah, but you actually were having fun. Like you and Dad were interacting.
Yeah.
You were interacting with Grandma. Like, you were being more sociable, finally.
I was trying to be Christmas spirited because this I need it this year. We almost had a white Christmas. I know a lot of people in the North have gotten it.
And in the West got it. So, all you Western NC-furs, lucky.
I was like, fuck you. No, we love you guys.
Yeah, we love you. Glad you guys get to have it.
I was like, fuck you, love you. But anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
We want it.
We want a white Christmas.
We want just snow. I don't care what day it is.
Well, they're saying we're going to get it sometime this year.
You know what?
It's going to be bad.
I'm just going to start buying gifts starting next year before winter. So and just hiding them. So anytime we have snow, I just bring them out. It's like, it's a white Christmas! And then just put a Santa hat on. It's like Merry Christmas. Like, it's fucking February. Don't care, has snow.
You know what? Since we're going to be stuck at home, I wouldn't mind that.
I might do it.
Aw.
There's a few things I'd like, but they're a little not safe for work for Christmas.
I know.
But anyway, a snow day Christmas. That's what we should have. We should have snow day Christmas. Get little things and just like, or just so. What you guys? No, we shouldn't buy gifts, but what we should
find things around the house and wrap them.
I'll put a ribbon on my you know what. Okay, so.
Wow, Spit.
Well, anyway.
Only you.
But no,
Only
like
you.
next when it snows, I'm gonna treat that day like Christmas. Like I'm gonna cook the breakfast. We're gonna play the Christmas music. We're gonna watch a Christmas movie. Yeah, I'm gonna make that day Christmas. We're gonna try to keep our tree up as long as possible.
Well, we can only keep it. The tradition is you keep it up till January 6th.
It better fucking stay up. It better fucking snow between now and. Coding.
We actually keep it up in our family till the 8th because it's Grandma's birthday,
Elvis's birthday, and our dating anniversary,
and my Uncle Bud's birthday because he was Grandma's birthday present.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's all she got her for her birthday. But we have talked a lot about Christmas tonight, and that's because this year has been an unconventional year, and you know what? It was time to live it up a little bit for Christmas, even if we were stuck at home. But we are going to be doing a New Year's Eve show. We will be letting everybody know when that's coming. So please check everything. Make sure you keep an eye out. But we just want to say Merry Christmas from us. And also thank you for a wonderful year back. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here doing what we do almost every other week or every week. But we'll see you guys on New Year. And have a Merry Christmas. And we will see you on New Year's. Have a great night, everybody.